Widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims.
Zombies, man. They creep me out.
Welcome back to Thursday of the Dead, episode 133. My name's Chase. Today's episode is going to focus on the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead, primarily my collection from that movie.
They came to pay their respects.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Why do you have to be so cruel?
What?
Show some respect.
Now they're running for their lives.
A biologist in Stockton, California have released reports focusing on the phenomenon, specifically on that trance-like state.
Every shelter is becoming a trap.
Are you sure we're gonna be all right?
Cooper, you gotta help me out!
And every road out
Don't stop no matter what happens.
is just another dead end.
They're coming right for us!
George Romero's Night of the Living Dead.
Here you can see the US Laserdisc, followed by a random press photo, or promo photo. I'm not sure where the photo came from. Also, here's the vinyl soundtrack, which I think is really nice. I like the soundtrack. It's funny because I didn't really care for the soundtrack when I first saw the movie, and over the years I've grown to appreciate it quite a bit more. This soundtrack edition is actually really well done on nice vinyl. I think it's 180 gram vinyl. I could be wrong, but I like these labels on the B-side, and you'll see the other one is even better. It's like perfect. Have a couple Blu-rays from different countries. This one, I think this is an umbrella. Maybe the other one is umbrella. This one has a cool booklet. Pretty well done. Oh, this one is the umbrella one. Can't remember which one is which. This one has a reversible cover, and as you can see here, you can probably see why I kept it as it is. I think that the poster art for Night of the Living Dead 1990 is excellent. I have a framed poster in my collection. And, I've seen various artwork. I used to have the home video poster, which looks just like the Laserdisc cover. And, like the Night of the Living Dead poster book, there's a major spoiler where it shows one of the main characters as a zombie on the poster. Of course, the Japanese program book is filled with great photos, great graphic design. As I've said before, I really like the Japanese graphic designers. I'm not sure what it is in particular. Just the way everything is laid out is more appealing to me visually. This is interesting because it's kind of a zombie timeline, but there's non-zombie stuff. I guess maybe it's a horror timeline because there's Nightmare on Elm Street, demons, Evil Dead. I mean, Evil Dead's a zombie movie, basically. It's a great shot. Part of my collecting Night of the Living Dead 90 items now is looking for reference photos to draw or paint, and you'll see some of my pieces later on in this episode. I like that shot too. Here we have an unboxing of the recently released, I think within the last year or so, Night of the Living Dead Illustrated History by John Russo. I own the Savini book as well. You know, the Savini book basically just shows storyboards, or reproductions of storyboards of shots that weren't in the movie. And what I was looking for was more photos from the movie. As I mentioned, I'm looking for photo references. And I thought this would be it. And it kind of is, and it kind of isn't. It's basically half of it is photos, as you'll see as I'm flipping through. And to be honest, I don't think that the design of the book was very successful. I mean, there's great photos in here, but the format of one-page photos and then one-page text, it's mostly text, it seems like. Now, of everyone that I've met in the George Romero family, they've all been awesome and really nice to meet. I had an exception with John Russo. Our one interaction in person, was so bad that I nearly threw away a bunch of signed items I'd bought from him. But, you know, everyone has a bad day. I don't know if it was me having a bad day or him having a bad day, but one of us was definitely having a bad day. The irony is, at the horror convention that this happened at in Burbank, he ended up having an incredible interaction with another celebrity that more than made up for my interaction with John Russo. In this book, what's interesting to me is Russo mentions that he'd considered suing George Romero at one point during the production because he wanted more input or more credit. I'm not sure what it was. But just kind of telling that he's, in the book, he claims he was going to sue or considered suing Romero, and he makes reference to the crew of the film being completely inexperienced and unable to perform a lot of their tasks. And I think he says something not so flattering about Savini's direction in the book too. It's just interesting. I think had I not had the interaction I'd had with John Russo, I would still be pointing these things out. But, you know, of course he has his own personal experience with the film. And it is interesting to read about how far back he was pitching this, and that he was kind of the driving force behind it initially. And from what it sounds like in the book, that he was disappointed that he didn't direct it. And of course, for anyone that's seen the 30th anniversary special edition of Night of the Living Dead, where John Russo went in and directed new scenes for Night of the Living Dead, you probably have some kind of feelings about John Russo in regards to that, which I definitely do. I think that that's an abomination of a film, and very revealing to tackle something like that. I understand that this remake was to try to recoup some of the lost income from the original release and to gain copyright again, which is fully understandable, but the revamp of Night of the Living Dead 30th anniversary is pretty unforgivable to me.